Deep within the silence of the attic, Leo pulled a heavy, dusty wooden box across the floorboards. The air was thick with the scent of old memories. As he lifted the creaking lid, a soft, ethereal glow spilled out. Inside lay a piece of parchment that seemed to breathe. The moment his finger brushed the ink, the world changed. The lines began to shift and dance like liquid fire, alive with an ancient magic. The X on the map didn't stay still. It slid across the paper, moving from the forest to the edge of the roaring waterfall. Leo didn't hesitate. He sprinted into the wild, his boots splashing through thick mud as the sound of crashing water grew deafening. But as he arrived, the map pulsed a warning red. The mark zipped away again, pointing now to a dark, jagged cave.
"Why won't you stay put?" he panted, pivoting his body and racing toward the shadows.
Just as he reached for a jagged rock at the cave entrance, the map flipped itself with a violent snap. A new path appeared, leading toward a giant, ancient oak tree atop a steep hill. Leo scrambled upward, his lungs burning with every breath, his heart hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. He reached the gnarled roots of the tree, but then a disaster struck. The parchment tore right down the middle, erasing the final clue before his very eyes. The air turned cold as a golden clock materialized in the sky, its giant hands ticking down with a terrifying rhythm. The map gave one final, desperate glow, pointing toward a hidden stone bridge deep in the valley. Leo threw himself down the slope, leaping across the crumbling masonry just as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, bloody shadows. There, in the tall grass, sat an iron-bound chest. He threw the lid open, and a blinding golden light erupted, illuminating the entire valley. Inside rested a pulsing, iridescent dragon egg. It was warm, vibrating with a life that had been waiting for eons. The shell began to spiderweb with tiny, glowing cracks. A small, brilliant eye peeked through the opening, locking onto Leo. The screen flickers as the ancient creature begins to wake. What exactly is coming into this world? Find out next time.